Hello guys, this is BudgetOffice Smart Contract and it consists of two Soul files. The first one is the BudgetOffice.Soul and the second one is the project.soul. So basically what this BudgetOffice.Soul is doing, it is the registry of all the projects that needs to be get funded, and the project.soul is the contract that stores all the data of each project. So coming back to the BudgetOffice.soul file, here there are three functions that I have described it over here. That is, the first one, the create project, the second one is the check project function, and the third one is the contribute function. So the first one, create project, it allows a user to add a new project to the budget office. It should deploy a new project contract and keep track of its address. The function should accept all the constructor values that the project contract requires. Coming to the second function, that is check project. With the help of the check project function, one can see the total number of projects which are currently available and needs to be get funded by the different investors. Once the deadline or time gets over, investor cannot invest on a particular project and amount gets transferred to the owner of the project. Coming to the third function, that is contribute function. The function allows users to contribute to a project identified by its address. Function calls the fund function in the individual project contract and passes on all the values attached to the function call. Coming to the syntax, like I have imported this project.soul file by just using this import line, and I'm just passing the parameters in the create project to the project.soul file by this syntax. Similarly, when an investor is coming to this smart contract, he wants to contribute to a relevant project, so he can pass the parameters. Internally it is passing the parameters by using this statement. Then our second smart contract, basically project is a contract that stores, as I have told, it stores all the data of each project. It have a constructor and a structure to store the following information, that is the address of the owner of the project, the amount to be raised, the deadline, that is the time until when the amount has to be raised, this, and it consists of three functions. The first one is the fund function, that is here it is mentioned, and what this function is doing, this function when called when the budget office receives a contribution, the function must keep track of the contributor and the individual amount contributed. If the contribution was sent after the deadline of the project passed or the full amount has been reached, the function must return the value of the originator of the transaction and call one of the two functions. If the full funding amount has been reached, the function must call payout. And if the deadline has passed without the funding goal being reached, the function must call refund. So here internally I have called payout functions, and what this payout function is doing basically, so this function sends all funds received in the contract to the owner of the project. And similarly this contract consists of the third function, that is refund. And what this refund function is doing, this function sends all the individual contributions back to the respective contributor, or lets all contributors retrieve their contributions. So basically this whole smart contract is nothing but one can just create a project, and if he wants some amount to be get help from others, he can just create the project in this budget office, and later on if anybody is interested by seeing the content in the project, he or she can contribute to the relevant project and once the deadline is get over, the amount get back to the owner of the project. So this is the smart contract. I hope you liked it.